Yeah, thick smoke here in the air. With us, Pittsburgh City Councilman Cory O'Connor. This is in his district. This is a historic part of the Squirrel Hill neighborhood. We're hearing and seeing this activity behind us. What can you tell us about the importance of this building, this business district, this area to Squirrel Hill as a neighborhood?
Well, this is obviously the gateway to Squirrel Hill, and as we're trying to rebuild it, we actually have a number of partners that want to redevelop this corner. The building next to it, which hasn't been touched yet, the old Poli building, is actually being redeveloped for Jewish residential services, and that project's underway. This building and the building next to it, there's 2 bids in to try to purchase it. Now with the fire, it's probably going to have to be emergency demoed overnight, and then we'll see what occurs after that. But right now it's just getting our firefighters out of safety, out of Dodge, and they're just fighting the fire from out on the street. Nobody's in the building anymore.
But the importance of this Squirrel Hill is a thriving neighborhood business district. To have this historic corner and potentially some historic buildings being lost, what does the potential of that damage mean for a neighborhood and a neighborhood business community?
Well, this neighborhood's very resilient, like all of ours in the city of Pittsburgh. So after we get through the damage and figure out what's going to have to be demoed and what's not over the next couple of days, we're going to have to redevelop our plan as to how we redevelop this corner. Obviously, like I said, it's the gateway into our community, so you want a great face as you're entering the community. Right now, we're just trying to get through this night, and talking to the fire chief, it's going to be a very long night.
Public safety crews are very busy right now. What, in brief, have they told you about the situation right now?
They told me that it's a 3-alarm fire. Everything that we know, especially Squirrel Hill residents, there's been no gas or heat in this building for months at a time. Both of them next to each other. They've had a number of break-ins next door. It could have been something, somebody threw something in, it caught fire, and here we are right now. So, you know, we're just making sure everybody in the area is safe. A number of blocked streets are blocked off. You can't drive down them. So if residents are out there, just please stay away from the corner of Forward and Murray for the next few hours and maybe even late into the night.
Thank you, Councilman Cory O'Connor. Thanks for speaking with us. So once again, as you can look up over it, you see the iconic Poli sign and that thick black and dark gray smoke rising up from this intersection of Forward and Murray and Squirrel Hill. Just a moment ago, we saw Guy Costa, of Chief of Operations for Pittsburgh Mayor Peduto, just arriving here on the scene. We are monitoring the situation here. If you wish, we can talk to Mr. Costa now, or we can bring him in a moment, but he is here right now. Okay. Okay, we'll get Mr. Hutz over in a moment. Just very quickly, briefly, while you're standing here, what can you tell us? What has the mayor's office been told about what we're dealing with?
Well, we're dealing with a major fire here in Squirrel Hill. We're being very careful. The building is ready to collapse. We got firefighters here, public safety here. I'm going to have you talk to our acting public safety director. We want to clear the area with people. As you see, some spectators want to get too close. We want to work with the police to keep them away. So we're asking people to stay out of the Squirrel Hill area and let the firefighters do their job.
One other question. Any injuries to firefighters?
The building was vacant. The firefighters are being very careful because there's no harm at this point. The building was vacant for some time. The building was due to be demolished in the next couple of months. So again, everyone's being very cautious. As they fight the fire, they'll move further away. But I will send the Mike Costa over to talk to you and give you more detail.
Thank you very much. Guy Costa of Mayor Peduto's office, promising that Michael Huss, former Pittsburgh Public Safety Director, now an assistant and acting public safety director who is here in the scene, will be joining us shortly, reporting live from the scene of this big fire in the Squirrel Hill Business District at Forward and Murray. Bob Mayo, Pittsburgh's Action News 4. Back to you.
All right, Bob, before we let you go, I'm glad you were able to grab Cory O'Connor. I mean, if you think about it, Cory and his family, the former Mayor Bob O'Connor, they live just a couple blocks away up the corner. This is rough to watch.
I can tell you certainly that I recall more than once attending political events there inside Poli Restaurant with Councilman O'Connor and covering his past campaigns for mayor. There, as you look up again, we're seeing that thick black and dark gray smoke rising, becoming even thicker as firefighters put water on it. Now we see that Mike Huss, Pittsburgh Public Safety Bureau department is here. Mike, tell us the latest about what firefighters are dealing with here and how bad things are right now.
Well, at this point in time, the fire has been contained to the building of origin. We're continuing to work to make sure that it doesn't spread to other buildings here. So we're a little over 3 alarms right now. Firefighters are going to be here throughout the evening. We did have a partial collapse. No injuries at this point in time, but it's going to go on throughout the evening here.
Now, we had heard earlier, and perhaps you can confirm this, that there have not been utilities onto at least some of these buildings. Does that raise any questions or concerns about whether or not there may be something other than something accidental at work here?
Well, it's always a concern when we have a building that has utilities shut off, but the investigation is just getting started, and that'll continue and it'll take some time. Our priority right now is to get this fire under control and make sure we hold it at the building of origin.
Now, again, folks may be in touch with people who are coming home. We have streets that are closed off here because of this thick smoke, and we know there are some elderly residents nearby. Any folks being evacuated or being told to stay away?
Not at this point in time. We want traffic to stay away. This area is going to be congested late into this evening, so we ask that you know, travelers stay out of this area. Try to avoid it as best you can. As far as the other buildings, and we have some apartment buildings nearby, we're well aware of that, but we're using a defend-in-place strategy right now where the safest place for them is in their apartments.
Mike Huss, I appreciate your time. I know that you're busy. We'll be getting an update from you again. Thank you for stopping by to speak with us. Mike Huss of the Pittsburgh Public Safety Department, an acting public safety capacity here. We are standing by. You have more questions, we'll be getting back to you on those, but that's the latest. The scene here of this fire, this thick smoke rising over Squirrel Hills Business District. Reporting live, Bob Mayo, Pittsburgh's Action News 4.
And Bob, before we leave you, Corey O'Connor said something very important. He said there's a series of buildings there. He mentioned Jewish Residential Services has a portion of that with big plans to put housing in there. Action Housing is also involved in here. The Redevelopment Authority really looking to make that the gateway to Squirrel Hill once again. So much hope in that area. Just revisit what Corey O'Connor told you about those plans right there.
That's right, and Mike, as you and I were communicating earlier, several $100,000 spent by Action Housing a while back to obtain that building. Now, Councilman O'Connor was saying, as we look over there at continuing efforts of firefighters, that it appears as though the point of origin for the fire is the building that is directly on the corner, which shares a fire wall with the Poli building. At the moment that he was speaking, he was uncertain whether or not the fire had actually breached that wall and gone over to the other side. Now, if we look over to the right, you can see Pittsburgh firefighters are climbing up ladders at the front of Poli's. They are now up there on the roof on top of Poli's. They are making their efforts there to both try to keep the fire from spreading onto that building. The wall of the building directly in the corner where the fire apparently began already had one wall collapse. As we also heard from fire officials here, there has not been any injury to firefighters in fighting this fire. This is a process that they follow very carefully. When there is a situation where there is an instability of the structure, the firefighters move back, they take positions of safety and fight a defensive fire, not putting firefighters in danger. They have a command post that is set up here to coordinate those efforts, and there, as we're looking up, you see to one side the thick smoke, to the other, to the right, you see Pittsburgh firefighters taking up those positions to try to contain and prevent the spread of the fire on the Poli's building. And if you look now just below the Poli's sign, through that thick smoke, occasionally you'll see flashes of sort of red-orange flames. The first glimpse that we've had since we've stood here and began these live reports of glimpses of flames, but very thick smoke. That smoke both from the burning of the structure and the result of water being put on burning materials. That smoke that is so thick and heavy in the air, as we're standing here, as everyone is standing here, you can taste it as well as smell it as we approach the area coming through the Squirrel Hill tunnels from the east. The second that you exited the Squirrel Hill tunnel, you could smell and taste that smoke in the air.
You know what,
hanging
Bob?
over this area.
Bob, I think we're going to let you get hopefully somewhere where you can get a breath of fresh air and let you regroup here. But as you're watching Pittsburgh's Action News 4 at 6 o'clock, our continuing coverage of this enormous fire at really the gateway, as we said, to the business district there in Squirrel Hill. Really breathtaking to watch.
You heard City Councilman Corey O'Connor say, though, once the fire is out, and the fight is still not over, there will be an emergency demolition to part of that building. We're on top of the story, and we'll be right back after this short message.